What's up, lovely fam? This your girl Monique. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, dang, you doing what you're supposed to do. Okay, lovely fam, this is lovely chat time. We haven't had a lovely chat in a while. So, lovely chats come from something that has came up in my head, something that I'm going through with my family, something that I have seen. That's where all my lovely chats come from. And this one right here, it comes from, I'm gonna go ahead on and say it, something what I have seen within my family. Okay, dealing with the loss. I'll speak about a loss that I have had. How have you dealing with a loss affected you in your life? With me, I have had several losses, several important losses to me that has left a stain on my heart. That's with my grandfather, my grandmother, my little cousin. The loss of my pregnancy would have been my 7th baby. And y'all know the number 7 is the number of completion. And I wanted to have 7 babies, but the Lord seemed different. And over time that I have lost with dealing with that loss, I have learned that by the time my baby would have become of understanding age, I probably wouldn't have been the same mama that I am now, because my patience have gotten shorter. Certain stuff that I just don't want to do, I just don't want to deal with. So I try to look at it in that perspective, whether it's right or wrong. That's the way I choose to look at it to help me move forward. I look at it like my 7th angel wouldn't have got the mom that I am now with the babies that I've been blessed with. So that's the way I've choose to look at it, so I can move forward. Because if not, there's that thing called letting a loss consume you. Now let me back up a minute. It's been a process. It's been a process. When I used to see babies, I go to crying. I used to see pregnant women, I'll go to crying. I used to see baby clothes, baby items, I'll go to crying. When the month of the birthday come around, I'm just sad. During the month that I lost the baby, it's on my mind. But I have learned to do things to not let it consume me. Even during the time that it would have been my 7th angel birthday, I get a cupcake, I light a candle, I cried out. My husband, he's there with me. Sometimes my oldest son there with me, my babies, and they let me cry out, and then I move forward. Because if not, that loss will consume you. And when losses consume you, and once again, not once again, because I didn't say it, but I'm gonna say it now. I am no expert in this. Far from an expert in this. I'm just speaking from the heart and what things that I've been through and the way how I've dealt with things. And I know everybody is not the same. I know everybody don't deal with things the same, but I'm just speaking from the way how I've handled things. And like I said, if you allow the loss to consume you, you're living for that loss. You are living for that loss. You're not living for your purpose. You're living for that loss. And with losing someone that's dear to you, somewhere within you, the process of thinking, and I'm trying to be careful with how I say this because I don't want to offend someone, but when you lose someone that's dear to you, nobody around you owe you nothing. Nobody around you owe you nothing but the love that they have to give to you. That's it. They can't give you the love of that person that you lost. They cannot. They can't give you that. The only thing they can do is love you the best way that they know how to love you. But there is a thing of making it hard for someone to love you and be there for you the way that they need to. Now, there's a thing of, and I hope I don't ramble and get off topic, but y'all just stay with me. I pray that there's a message within everything that I'm saying and that somebody can receive something from what I'm saying. But there's love come in different ways, and most time we as people, we love a person the way how we feel they need love, which most time I don't want to say that's good, that's not good love, but sometimes for the person on the receiving end, it may not be enough for them because they feel they need your love in a different type of way, and you loving them the best way you could. But that's leading to like communication. That's where you communicate with each other and say, this is what I need from you. And then on return, the person that's on that end work at their best to try to give you that love that you need, because you don't already let them know what you need from them. But nobody owe you nothing because you lost someone. They nailed Jesus on the cross, baby. God only begotten son. So if you think you're gonna come in this world and don't lose something, you're gonna lose something. And we all gonna perish. The day we were born, the day we start our journey to destiny of leaving here. It's two places. You gonna, whether you will believe in what I'm saying or not, that's okay. I'm not forcing this on you, but heaven or hell. And I always say heaven and hell is within us, because you have that voice, that good voice and that inner voice. And if you listen to that bad one, you already in hell. So that's a whole nother topic, and I don't want to go off too far, because I'm just trying to stay on topic and speak about loss. But if you let that loss consume you, you are living for the loss and not the purpose. And unfortunately, nobody owe you nothing because you have lost someone. Because everybody have lost someone. So the thing is, when you lost someone, grieve, baby. I say grieve, and take as long as you need to grieve. But at some point, grieving, you should start trying to train yourself to not let the grieving take control of you, not make a person feel guilty because you're grieving, and try to make that grieving manageable. You'll never get over a loss. You will never get over a loss. You will never get over a loss. You will never get over a loss, especially if that is someone that means so much to you. Now, I'm not talking about things and material things and stuff like that. You will never get over a loss, because that is somebody that has impacted your life, and you feel like there's an empty space there. The only thing I say, with time, you learn how to begin to try to accept it more, and try to manage the grieving, and try to manage it. But there's time where that thing will creep back up on you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. And I say go through all those emotions. Don't hold the emotions in. Don't try to fight the emotions, because baby, I always say, you try to suppress those emotions, they gonna come out. Those emotions is gonna come out. So if you gotta fall down on the ground and break down and cry and holler and roll over and just have that tantrum like a damn baby, do that. But once you're done, come out of that thing like you're clean. Come out of that thing like that's a little bit of that weight of that grieving you have shed it off of you, to the point of you try to get the mourning a loss like a memory. You're just having a memory, a thought of that person in life too. You're thinking about all the good times that you had and things like that. And spiritually, I don't know what all y'all faith is, but I believe in God. If you don't believe in God, that's okay. That's something that you gonna have to deal with. Please don't come in the comments and try to chop my head off. You could do it if you want to. I'll just get rid of the comments or whatever, because I will not let no bad comments consume me because of what I believe in. But I believe in God, and you gonna need some kind of faith to hold on to get through the life period. Not even just losing someone, not even a loss, just to get through life. But allowing a loss to consume you, you just as good as dead yourself. You just as good as dead yourself. And you going through life spreading dead seeds. Because you feel like someone owe you something. Someone should feel just as down as you feel down. And that they don't owe you that. They don't owe you that. So I've learned to... My trash can blowing away. I'm sorry, I get unfocused sometimes, y'all. I be paying attention and hearing everything. But I've learned to find different coping mechanisms to help me get through. Now, there are some times where I need to be sad right now. I need to feel this. I need to go through this. Because when you go through, and when you go through and you letting that stuff shed off of you, by the time you get to the end of that tunnel to see that light, you feel so much better. You come out a different person when you go through and you shed that stuff off of you. Oh, let me go back, because when I was saying, if you don't grieve, if you don't go through all those different emotions, whatever that loss have caused you, hell, if you don't cry out, if you don't have that breakdown moment, because it's nothing wrong with that, because that has altered your life. So it's nothing wrong with letting all of that out of how you're feeling, because if you don't, baby, I promise you, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out in whatever kind of anger. It's gonna come out, not anger, in whatever kind of emotions, which one of them is anger, is gonna come out. Or it's gonna come out in your health. Because like I said, it's consuming you. And that thing gonna take over you. Just take over. Gonna take over. And once again, like I said, I am no expert in this. Far from it. And I'm just speaking from the things that I have been through and the things that I have observed. If you let a loss consume you, you're living for that loss and not your purpose. And everything that you do, child, yeah. It's so many different resources and tools in this world today that help you deal with losses. You have prayer, you have meditation within prayer. You have counseling within prayer. Because, and I say within prayer because you can't leave that out of anything. If you choose to go to counseling, pray that God send you the right person that you need to counsel you. Pray that the Lord send you the right person, that He can speak through them to get to you. So it's like, y'all, please, 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 don't let a loss consume you. Because We all gonna leave here one day. We all gonna leave here one day, and you walking around holding on to that loss and acting like somebody owe you something. And it's baby, when I tell you is this one, two things. You either gonna wake up in hell or heaven. And that could be right now, today, tomorrow, or later on down the line. And all this time you've been living for a loss. And they done gone on to glory or gone on where they're going at and however that go after you pass. Cause I don't know. But they gone. And God knows my grandma and my granddad, I love them two people. I love them two people. And little David, my sugar, I love them. My granddad and my grandma, they loved on me, and not only they loved on me, they spoiled your girl. They spoiled your girl, and I miss having my grandma and my granddad around. And when it comes to the child that I lost, I live with what if. I live with what if. When I look at my youngest baby, I see a space behind her. I see it behind her. But if I let the loss of my seventh angel consume me, one, how could this temple be fine? How could I continue to move on and love myself? And how could my mental state be fine to do what I need to do for my other babies? They need me. So I can't let that loss of my seventh angel consume me. And for the simple fact that not only I have other babies, but I have other babies that have medical needs. And I'm not going to go into it on this video because I talk about it a lot in our other videos or whatever. But yeah. So I can't allow that loss of my seventh angel to consume me. And one of the ways that I have started, I started on the process of saying, okay, this is a loss. It's impacting me. And I got to find a way to deal with this. Because I'm not going to lie. I don't have a lot of people just saying, you need to let that go. How you going to tell a person, let something go that have altered their life like that? Versus telling them to let them go. Give them ways to try to deal with it. Give them ways, help them find coping methods to try to deal with it. But I'm not gonna lie, I would talk to myself, and I wouldn't look at all the great things that I know that I try to do as a mom. I look at the ways I started looking at it in a way of how I get tired fast. I ain't moving like I normally move. Like this gonna be a young baby coming up behind her sister, his or her sister. And I also, what really got me into the process of going on the process of, okay, I can't let this loss consume me, is I thought about how Jesus died up on that cross, how he had to carry his own cross, how they nailed him up to the cross, how he perished, and that was only God only begotten son. So you think you finna lose something? You don't lose something. But the thing is you gonna allow it to consume you to where you just living for that loss? Are you gonna let that help you mold you into the person that you're supposed to be and live for your purpose? And Lola fam, I don't know if any of this made sense to what I've just said to y'all, but I think I'm gonna end it on that note because I don't want to start rambling and I feel what I was feeling is leaving off of me. So I'm gonna stop talking because I really don't want to venture off to saying whatever and I say something wrong or whatever. Who knows? Somebody probably think I done said something wrong in the beginning of the video, but like I said, and see, I'm starting to ramble. So what I was feeling have left off of me. So I'm gonna end this right here, y'all. That's the lovely chat. I hope y'all got some out of this message that I was feeling on me. But all right, little fam, I love y'all. Like I say, new here, welcome. If you're returning, dang, you doing what you're supposed to do. Come on back, like, comment, and subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. All right, little fam, I'm out.